I don't want to use the word regulation. Do you feel that there must be some sort of accountability for someone not to do things in your name?
I feel there should be, because as much as my professions are different, this is also a profession.
Okay, sharp. So I'm gonna go straight ahead with the icebreakers, ne? Pork chops or lamb chops?
Let's do
I'm
both.
asking you.
I don't propose.
What do you want?
Meat.
Meat? No, you must choose one of the two. What do you go with?
Let's do lamb.
Okay.
Lamb chops will do.
Don't kill me for this. Gogo Maweni or TB Joshua?
Wow.
Choose one. And you've got the right to say, this is the reason for my choice.
I'd go with TB Joshua.
TB Joshua, thank
Why?
you. Okay, you can tell.
I agree with some of the things that he says. Some, not everything that he says.
Okay.
So some of the things that he say I can relate to or connect to based on the position that I'm in now or at now.
Okay. So were you in the past in a position that you agreed with him fully?
At some point, years back, when I was scared to be young, being full time is alone with.
Yes.
Yeah, do you understand?
All right, sharp.
So
Mapungube or the Great Zimbabwe Ruins?
Where are those? I don't know them.
It's fine. Just choose one.
Maybe Mapungube.
Mapungube.
Yes.
TikTok or Twitter?
Oh, TikTok.
TikTok. Elon Musk or Bill Gates?
Bill Gates, eh?
Shaka Zulu or Mensa Munza?
Obviously, Shaka Zulu, the quickest and the easiest.
Dalai Lama or Desmond Tutu?
The other one, Dalai Lama, not Desmond Tutu. I don't know.
Nonhlanhla, Lux or Gayton Mackenzie? Nonhlanhla, Lux or Gayton Mackenzie?
I'm like, easy.
Choose one.
Nonhlanhla.
Nonhlanhla Nciza or TK Nciza?
Nonhlanhla.
Sure. So predictable. Moria or Mecca?
Mecca, Maria.
Okay. Bible or Quran?
No, Quran.
The Quran.
Hey, you said Quran?
Yeah, Quran or the Bible?
Let's say the Bible.
Okay.
Because,
Okay. Scrabble or chess?
Chess.
Serena Williams or Venus Williams?
Sorry, no?
Isithembu or Fatenset?
It's temple.
Feminism or the rainbow community?
Rainbow community.
All right. You don't know who they are, right?
I don't know, Mara, now, no.
Okay.
Who are they?
The gays and the lesbians.
I love them.
All right, sharp. Okay, sharp. And then please tell the audience, who are you and where you from?
Is that it?
Yes, you tell us who are you and where you from.
All right, kin Nonhlanhla, Aquamarine Ledwaba. Kids wako born and bred in Tladi Clinic. Came to Pretoria and then actually I stayed Kosovo for a very long time. Came back to Pretoria 2011 and
Okay. So you are from Tladi in Soweto?
Kitsaletse ko Tladi, ke lutse ko White City.
White City.
Kosovo.
Okay. Give some mhlophe. Or is
there's
different?
there's White City, so kitwa ko White City, go Kent,
Okay.
bitwa Kent.
All right, sharp. Why Gogo and not Inyanga?
Wow. I think Gogo Batuba, they can relate.
It's easy to relate.
It's easy for one to relate. Ho kala ore inyanga. People think of very taboo things, you know. Sanse atle, you know, inyawo zingolila, mabangolile, kidibiti. Do you understand?
Yes.
So when you say Gogo, you know it's easy even when you grow up at home. Yes. It's easy for one to relate to no Gogo. You want to Muthi inyanga. Oh, okay. When you think of inyanga, what do you think? Okay, now I know that you know. But then back then, when it was said go and inyanga, you're like, and then spooky, and you're like, you know, yeah.
Sure.
So
okay.
I think Gogo, it's better.
So okay, here's the thing. So should I always assume? Should I always assume if someone says Gogo Mang Mang, I should always assume they are traditional healers, Sangoma or something?
It's okay to say that because it's not that title's not given to everyone.
Okay.
You know, it's given to the chosen people. You know, you cannot just say Gogo to anyone unless if motege to sumtana kufila ukuthi yazlo biva ngabo Gogo.
Yeah.
Then you're like Gogo Nana. Then yeah.
All right, jump. Yes. So, okay. So the viewers. So this podcast is about us learning the most basic things about Sangomas. Nonhlanhla and a few weeks it's like so I'm gonna ask her the most basic things, and please forgive me for doing that. So I did not grow up being exposed to the traditional way of doing things. So and I'm a modern guy. So there are things called prefixes, like Miss, Mr., Doctor, and stuff. So those titles, do you think at some point we're gonna have? At some point, stay watching to understand why she's babying. Watch till the end, you'll see why she's babying. Thank you. We're gonna have GG or GOG Nonhlanhla as a title. I'm saying so because you said you love the rainbow community, and they are pushing for them to be acknowledged with their pronouns. So it's going to be difficult to ask someone their pronoun in future because you will be, they say misgender. So when you misgender someone is when I say to you, she Nonhlanhla, she is, and at the time you do not see yourself as that, so I've misgendered you. So in future, are we gonna have, would you like if we have a title maybe, or GG or GOG or just Gogo Mang Mang in front of someone's name?
It would be nice, but then it's Kaba Gogo Mang Mang.
Okay,
let it be Dr. Gogo Mang Mang. You know why I'm saying that? Because of my job entitles me to help someone to heal.
Yes.
So who helps one to heal? Yes.
Oh.
So it would be nice to have Dr. Gogo Nonhlanhla. That would be very nice, eh?
You know, I asked you Inyanga. So I'm not Nguni, so I battle with such words. So Inyanga is Kengaka, ne?
Yes.
So you do know in Sesotho languages we don't have the word Sangoma. It comes from the Ngunis. And the word Sangoma, in our mind, it differs from Inyanga, because for us Inyanga Kingaka, so Ngaka is a healer. So I've had someone sitting exactly where you're sitting. She was not comfortable with the word Sangoma. She preferred Inyanga. So are you getting bad vibes relating to the word Sangoma? Is it getting dirtier by the day?
I think let's rather start by elaborating or explaining Izangoma. What does it mean?
Please do.
San, Lena, Ngoma, it's dance. So what do? We dance as learners. I don't know if I made sense.
Please start it again.
Sangoma.
Yes.
Sa. Lena. It's san. If you can look for it in the dictionary, that is. Yes. It means a learner. Ingoma, yes.
S-A-N.
Yes.
Okay.
Selena.
Yes.
Ingoma, it's a dance. It's
Yes,
music.
yes.
So Tina, we are learners about Daivelang music. wabatho ba baholo. So I don't know if it makes sense, because it requires a lot of drums, a lot of beating. So what do? We dance to the
It explains
music.
why.
Yes.
So in our, I could be wrong. They call it malopo.
Yes.
Is it almost the same thing?
It's something like
yes,
that.
because malopo would be drums
and then the
sing,
dancing and then inviting the universe. Yes. So that's the unfortunate part is that when these words were introduced to us back then, unfortunately, people who were there, healers were there. I can't wait to go by lokupa. So most of the time they fail. So we assumed which is not that. More kita do you understand? Because I'm not to kita a paving, because that's when you and your ancestors are connecting, the universe is connecting with you. So you just lose yourself in music.
Okay.
You see. Okay. So that's that. If people can understand it, then it
will be better. All right, no thanks. What is African religion?
Wow, hey, it's broad.
It's a difficult one.
Yeah, that
one. Believe me, I know it's a difficult one. What is African religion?
Sure. I don't even know what to say, because it's big. I'm still learning, because you can see I'm a young person.
Yes.
It's on a broader scale. I don't even know.
Let me tell you, I struggle a lot.
It's a lot.
The reason I struggle is I have not found someone who explain it. So I get to an instance where I say, but because of my work, terms need to be defined. So I get to a point of, okay, but do we even really have to know? And because it's a lazy thinking that tells me I don't even have to know the definition. But because it is always juxtaposed with other religions like Christianity, Islam, and so because they would always talk about African religion. But if I don't know what it is, I can't put it opposite anything, and it becomes very difficult. But if you do not know what it is, I just want you to know that, Lena, I do not know what it is, but let us comfortably walk over it knowing that we do not know what it is. Suffice to say, it's because people would say religions, they will plural it with an S just to say or recognize that the sun and the indigenous people of South Africa, Zimbabwe, they had their own, because actually we don't have a Bible. They always had their own. So that's why they say S, to say it's not one. From Cape Town to Cairo, it's not one religion. But
when you say African religion, it's a center that you can discuss it overnight. I'm still trying to find books that I can read about it.
Okay.
But then in all aspects, it's just, if you could just put it, I don't know, in a nutshell, it's knowing who you are.
Yes.
Knowing where you come from, knowing your genes, knowing the Asian people, knowing, understanding how did it come about.
Sure.
So now I'm still learning, because in the midst of that, we are called Ngunu people because of me. My mom is Xhosa.
Yes.
Ubaba ke umSotho. Mama ke umXhosa. Then my dad is Kimutebela Komuletlane.
Yes.
So I've got these groups, this ethnic groups that I need to understand.
Yes.
Hence, Kichokera is something that you wouldn't learn overnight.
Yes.
So why do you speak this language? So it's something that I'm still learning.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if Arabic.
No, you have shown that Nalwe Naratswana we're struggling with.
Yeah.
So so here's the big one. You could start it from maybe the way Batwa sang, or maybe any way you want. But I believe there are different kinds of Sangomas.
Yes.
Others would say Omwe opposes the spirits of the mountain, spirit of the water and stuff. To us, who do not know, as an outsider, for obvious reasons, we look the same. You do the same.
Not really.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. For us, from outsiders, especially if we have never consulted, I just want you to maybe take your time, explain this in the most basic way possible. because the corruption of which would be, I'll give an example. Medical doctors do know there's a pediatrician, there's a blah 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 blah, because you would understand. I'm trying to move away from seeing Sangoma and the Sangoma way of doing things as more less magic but more healing. So can you explain that? We shoot the Politically Incorrect podcast from the Digital Photography Studios. They are based in Pretoria. If you need any information, kindly contact them on the provided information. Thank you. The most basic differences of a Sangoma. You can even start it by the difference in initiation and why they're different.
Yeah.
If you feel you'd much rather me lead you into it, I can lead you, because for example, I'm using what the other guys came. A guy came here and he said he was the spirit that possessed him was Amandawa. Yeah, and it's spelled differently from what he's told me, so I tried to check it, and I found it very, very confusing. And then Malusi, because they do this. Yes, so yeah. Are those the only differences?
No. There's Amakela. Yes. We could even rather start going. Amakela inyanga ezathwasa entabeni.
Okay.
Ezathwasiswa idlozi direct, whereby one will be sitting in the mountains and connecting with the universe.
What is direct?
Direct in an aspect of Akeri will be out of everything, meaning out of the world. So it will be you and nature. Let me put it like that. Yes. So that's when you can hear voices. Akeri bongaka asi ki voices sabatho tse buang ko wena. Elder people that are within you, because of Kibatuba who actually guide you, or who would evoke more in acho hore nna ke nna Gogo mang ne ketsa so ka to ke dira ka ntwe so.
Okay, so that's why you guys use the word I'm guided by spirit.
Yes.
So this is you listen to.
You listen.
Okay.
Noma usebenza inhlolo is not all the time inhlolo esebenza. It's what they say to you. Yes. Guided by that.
Okay.
You know, so you'll be looking inhlolo zako, and then they'll be saying,
explain what is inhlolo.
Ditaula.
Okay.
Bones. Understand? So that they'll be telling you a message, and then you look, then you can put the puzzles together. Okay. So akusinto oyenza nje we-one uhamba namakhehla nezalukazi within you that guide you. Good, okay, that's the problem, because when I meet you I don't know you. Hence when you come to me I'll ask for your surname and your names. Then after I call my people to invite your people over so that they can tell us to what is bothering you or what is troubling you. So spirits, we connect with all the spirits, meaning your spirit and my spirit. Akere na ke tlo re heke bua mo la ke tso gore nna ke nna mang wa gamang. Gona le ngwana lona wa ga mashiane lebitso la ga ke ka betse o kopile thuso mo rona. So please guide us on what is it that's troubling him. So that's when I'm able to tell you what is really bothering you.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm tempted to ask you further questions, but I don't want to disturb your trail of thought in explaining the differences.
Yes.
Must I ask you or must I write it down?
Either or. Maybe
so okay. Ask. So there's medical doctors I could consult 2-3 times without prognosis or diagnosis being clear, while they're still working on it. Do you, in your field, do you also do such? And do you feel when such is done, you would feel your clients think you are a failure if you cannot immediately read? Because I assume it doesn't always connect all the time. Let's say I come, I tell you I'm a Mashian. Maybe I'm not a Mashian. Whether I'm lying or whether I've been lied to, does it connect easy? How does it work?
And we work with energy.
Okay.
If your energy is, if you're vibrating very low, then I won't be able to read you.
Okay.
Give me.
Yes.
Let me rather not talk for abanye abantu.
Yes.
I work with energies. When you come, I can feel you. I can sense you.
Okay.
How your energy is. In most cases, then I'll say, can I offer you coffee or tea or cold drink just for you to calm down?
Oh.
And I also tell you that the next thing, if you're vibrating this low, then I won't be able to tell you. So try to relax. I know you're anxious. You want to know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I won't be able to tell you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 when I vibrate at this low. So you need to pick yourself up so that I can connect nabantu bagini. All these energies can come through so that I'll be able to read you. So that's what I do with my clients. I let them come be relaxed, because obviously when hoya kongakeng in most cases, but
Yes.
So
Yes.
Meanwhile, it's not even that, So for me to tell you the right thing, it's for me, your energy to be okay, so that now energy I'm even right. Obviously it will be okay, so that I can connect and give you the right diagnosis, as you call it.
Yes.
You see, yes.
Okay. So going back to the question, do you feel you have expanded the differences in?
Not exactly.
And where would you? Because I wanted the differences so I can slot you in and ask you
what.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Kunabantu abathwasayo whereby bazoya babe nokobela bahlale kakobela babe lapho and then blah 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 and work, okay? And then kunabanye bathwasa from kokrekeng whereby sanze simoya sa is profito sa ga setso ge se bereka, okay?
Yes.
And then honale baba twasa committee of which imfihlo up until the sound of today, all that we know is that uyongena emanzini aphume sakaphethe into zakhe. That's all that we know. And then like for mina lang twasa khona besihamba, like we'd go day in and day out, like we'd go there in the morning, work, and then mesesiqedile kuyashayiswa giye ekhaya. That's how I was helped.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you were not, and I'm sorry for using English words, I'm just trying to have a balance and understanding. Maybe our audience might also feel the same way I feel. I'm using these parallels not as disrespect. Like you say, you were not at the school, so you were not institutionalized there. You were not, maybe you were a day scholar. Is that what you were saying?
I was a day scholar, but
yes.
Then it came to a point whereby I had to stay for some time.
Oh, okay, sure.
Like, I think I stayed for like 2 months.
Okay.
Whereby there were certain things of which you feel to that
Yes.
were done. I'm also a career woman, I'm working.
Yes.
So then I was a day scholar.
Okay.
But then it's let's figure then we again a little 2 months when the local and then come back.
Yes. Sure, thanks. So with the appreciation that we will never ever cover the whole topic Yabungoma in one podcast, do you feel at least you have covered the differences in Sangomas?
I tried.
You tried, okay.
I tried,
so, and then
yes.
where would you fall in? Like maybe if you're with other Sangomas, how would you want to stand out? Because let's say I say I'm a pediatrician, this one is a urologist, this one is a gynecologist. I'm using these examples because they are common and in public perceptions, we understand them. So with you guys, remember in communities, we grew up knowing that there's a gogo who deals with Kawada, yes, stuff like that. So it might be a speciality. Maybe in that community, she masters that. Other Inyanga masters something else. Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are specialities according to us laymen. So do you also see that in your?
Yes, there is. Kuna abatila mobutagati straight. Guna leba abatila nkahutusa like gynecologists. We also have those. We've got our own pediatricians as well. Yes. We've got the general practitioners, of which I believe I fall into that. Because, and then what else do we have? We have, what do we do? Your opticians. We also have those, So, now I could say you fall under general practitioner.
Okay. So, when I grew up, there was an association. They call it African Dingaka Association. I don't know if it still exists. All the Sangomas who we see, TikTok or Kai, do they have an association? Do they have a body, or there are a lot of bodies? Are they regulated? Stuff like that.
I think when it comes to that, like some they do, some they don't. It's a personal choice. I can go motho gore o batla eng. Like as you can see now, gore na le dingaka tse ngata of which gona le di likes and dislikes, you know.
Yes.
So go ya ka motho, you know, gore motho o batla go bereka yang or o batla go ikenya ko kae. And then you find people like us, men are put gore na these other things that are not important to me. What is important to me is to make sure that a person heals.
Okay, thanks. But do you understand the importance of having those things?
Yes, I do. In case one encounters problems,
yes,
then they can assist you.
And for the integrity of the others who conform to good practice. And so I was saying to this guy who's a pit bull breeder, I was telling him that there must be a point where you guys refuse to give your dogs to certain people, because whenever they do harm in society, you guys gets painted at the same time. So do you feel that I don't want to use the word regulation, do you feel that there must be some sort of accountability for someone not to do things in your name?
I feel that there should be, you know, because as much as my professions are different, this is also a profession.
Of course it is.
Regardless of what sehamba barefooted, you know. And umuntu fana ihloniphe, you know, as much as kuhlonipha any other profession, you know. So yes, if someone is doing wrong by our name, they need to take accountability, you know. And especially with what's happening now, where certain things are being exposed, as they to you know. So there should be some form of punishment, that not even punishment, but then maybe reprimandation, if I could call it like that. Whereby if I do this is that. Because if you can look at it, like as you said, dilo bongaka and all of that, back then, like you wouldn't keep her about to social media or TV what's that's secret, you know. Imfihlo zethu, you know, like abogogo then bebakwazi ukutetisa umuntu wesimame without even them going to school. Nebasatha mayibari mutetisa so, this is what we do if a person has a breach. Imfihlo zethu, whereby it will be taught to whoever that's gifted or the chosen one in the family to carry that knowledge, you know. So kwamanje, the way certain things, actually not even certain, the way ubunyanga segu fashionable ngakhona, it goes and loses its dignity.
Thank you very much, because the question I wanted to ask you, you've answered it. I believe there are things that by nature are secretive. Precisely. Yes. You go, I mean, there's people swear secrecy in things. There are vows that you do with certain people. And I'll give an example. I was using the Maweni problems as an example to say, is she wrong for going out and exposing things that are essentially a secret? Or is she wrong for digging up graves, for example? I'll tell you why I say so. We must differentiate the two. You know, other religions have excommunication, where they say, you have embarrassed us. You have brought our name into disrepute. You are cut. We sever your ties with us because you can't keep secret. You understand where I'm going? Because the Maweni issue must be discussed in that light to say, is she now granted declared persona non grata because she speaks too much, or she's diluting the good name of this thing? Is she wrong, or what she's doing is what other Sangomas are doing? You understand where I'm going? So that difference is very important, but I understand it's going to be very difficult for people to unpack it for us who don't come from there. If you want to make an attempt on it, I'll be very happy. But if you don't, you think you want to leave it there, it's also okay.
All that else, let me rather leave it there.
Thank you.
Let me rather leave it there.
What is a good Sangoma?
It's me.
I didn't say a beautiful Sangoma.
No, I'm also good.
No. I didn't say a beautiful Sangoma. Wait for me when I say what is a beautiful Sangoma, and then you tell me it's you. When I say sexy Sangoma, you say it's you. When I say voluptuous Sangoma, you say it's you. Now I'm asking, what is a good Sangoma? A good
Sangoma, it's good Sangoma is orinyanga is a person who can be very honest with the client.
Okay.
Be honest. No muntu unga don't sell izinto ezingekho.
Yes.
Umtshele into bakutshela yona, and then assist where you can assist. Don't talk boloyi komoto nkante babata fela gore a ilo phala.
Okay.
Meanwhile, wena ushebile to thala cheleta to get money from that person. A good Sangoma is an honest Sangoma. Let's rather put it like that. So.
Okay. You use the word client and not patient and not any other word. Do you find parallels of similarities, if there is, between yourselves and medical doctors?
I can believe Ronaldo Bonarets are the same thing. The only thing is when they went to Medun since 37 years.
Okay.
And that's something that I was born with, whereby
yes.
I'm learning,
Yes.
you know.
Okay.
You can call them patients or clients.
Okay.
But then one thing that we have in common, Nama doctors, is that a patient and client confidentiality, it's everything.
Okay.
Hence, when we spoke about izinye izinto being exposed, kifila gore they are not supposed to be done, because you can come to me as a client or a patient, whatever that we're discussing, I cannot tell it to your wife or your girlfriend or your friends. You understand? Unless if literally to or kwenawe kokang. But then it's not my job. I don't care how close you are with that person. What I was told, Guti, you don't share.
Okay, let me try to squeeze this in. The reason I was asking you that question is, I feel we do injustice to Bongaka in this instance. You do not have your products displayed here. It's because, you know, whenever there are lots of shops, they are not even owned by Africans.
Yes.
The little corners we are given to sell them, they are dated, and they are kiosks and you understand. We do not have them. We do not see the adverts when we are watching our favorite soapies there. And I would want, for example, you to advertise your products on my podcast. You understand? Because it must be mainstream. There are questions coming from our viewers here. I'm going to tell you later, to ask you later. Because I feel the more we don't talk about this, the more we lose. We don't speak good things about the product that you guys do. I've got a daughter, I've got a son. They go to school now. Will it be wrong if during Career Expo they say, I want to be a Sangoma?
No.
It wouldn't be wrong.
It will never be wrong.
Do you understand why I'm saying so?
Yeah, it will
I'm saying so
wrong.
because we are almost selling this good thing that you guys do as, hey, you can't choose. The God must choose for you. You understand? Because I want it to be a career. If it can be
you
a
mean
career.
A career whereby one would go to school and choose good meaning.
Yes.
It's not like that.
Yeah,
You have to have, no.
You understand what I'm saying?
No, I think now I understand your question.
Yes.
It's totally sharp. You can choose to be a doctor, you can choose to be an engineer, you can choose to be a teacher, you can choose to be inyang.
And I feel that this is the part I feel is a problem. Because it's almost like it's seen as a curse.
No, it's not.
Yes, so other people would think, but why? Why khethile?
You know what happened? People who see it as a curse, I don't know. But then now I see it as a blessing, you know, because of Izalugas na maketla, they'll be sitting, and then I get when a child is born, I sent to Yahore, it's okay, Corona, you know what,
yes.
and then, but then Kobo na Dula Fator, okay, there's Untlantla no Mashiani. And then they're in a relationship. Kunomtana ozozalwa. And then how do you see it? Lomtana ustrong akekho strong. Strong. Okay, fine, maka strong. Na ile ndlela umlayezo wethu sifuna ukuhambisa ngawo.
Yeah. Okay, you are giving me the careers, ne? No. You are giving me the reasons why it would be difficult for kids to unilaterally choose a career they want to go into in your field because you believe it has to be a calling.
It is a calling.
It is a calling.
You become the chosen one by the gods, by Amadlozi Wagini.
Okay.
They know how strong are you before you're even born, ne? And then they choose you with okay, he or she will be able to carry this well. You understand? Of which it's not an easy journey, if one can call it, because at some point, Nami, I was scared. But then unfortunately, I would see things, I would dream of things. I remember Gilekan's family secret. If they did not kill themselves that day, I don't know. Because I think I was about 12, if not 11. They were like, who told Nonhlanhla, you know?
Yes.
I mean, I was just saying it, you
Yes.
know. Then, I went through my difficult times, I can put it like that. I tried running away, but then because it's with me, it runs in my genes. There's nothing I can do. Up until I've accepted, good, okay, this is who I am. You know, and then then I get to know it and understand it, and because I'm also working, I've got my job as well.
Yes.
But then I also have this one, and what I'm doing now with what Ubunyanga, they align with each other, because I'm also helping people on this side, and like I'm more helping people. So okay, she's gonna have the love of this,
is her destiny.
and then so her destiny is this one.
Okay.
So I want to choose I want to be younger. There's a lot that goes there, because you become worried if a client like a poly. You become worried about 1, 2, 3. Clients' health are also important to you. You know, go to Muthi, understand that also was polar, because sometimes you get clients who are broken. You know, Abodaki, they'd rather come to us than go and see a therapist, because therapist is it's okay. Talk to me. Forgive yourself. So with me, I go into details. You need to forgive yourself for no mama, no baba for divorcing. You need to forgive yourself for not being able to do this and that, you see. So did you understand?
Yes, I understand.
It takes a lot. So are you ready for that? Are you strong enough for that? So imagine, that's a lot.
I've got quick ones before we close. Ne? I want to hold the quick ones. This African queendoming. Ne? Like the modern women, I say they are queening and stuff. I don't know what I mean. And feminism and wokeness. If you don't understand it, that's how it is brought here. Queendoms, like women who are now taking a space of their own in an African way. And then feminism, and then wokeness.
Okay, I think let's start with the queen one.
Yeah.
I believe Cape Chukairo Msadiki queen.
Okay.
Because for you as Mashiana to be there, a queen had to carry you.
Okay, thanks.
Okay? And being a queen doesn't mean that you have to be rude, disrespectful, or not even respect yourself.
Yeah.
You understand? Feminism, back then it was believed to Msadi Kwako Kitchen. It's not that.
Okay.
Musadi who can handle most of the things.
Sure.
Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that you can handle as Fazi.
But you see, the reason for that African queendom stuff was to say, remember, a queen was seen as the most respected. Yes. Because the Mujaji, Mantatisi, like this. So people are worried about this thing of not even everyone is qualified. You can't do certain things and call yourself a queen. You can't do certain behavior, you call it queening. We don't want to look as if we are talking bad about people. There are certain people, certain things they do that these are demeaning with the word queen, and then they say they are queening. You understand? So they slay, they do things, and they put the some bad light, and then they say they are queening. You understand where this? Yeah,
I get you. Like I just said, Hori, it doesn't mean that one has to disrespect themselves.
Yes, yeah.
You know, because I don't queen got very short and saying the bone. I'm a queen. No. There's a certain way that you need to to dress up and address people
Yes.
and walk around people. You look at me, if you didn't know Horkengaka, you wouldn't tell.
Yes.
You know, and then I keep getting exciting because the dula slayer, you know,
Yeah.
like dula trend, like
Yes.
this dula that.
Yes.
But then Lompon, there's nothing showing off. Very pale, I'm very
Yes.
presentable. So when you come to approach me in Alentia, no, she is a definite queen because
Yes.
of how I dress and how I'd respond to what you say. So it's just that what's happening now, especially I can say Ebafazin, is that some, not all of us, umuntu uithathile lento, they want to own up to this queening, but then they're doing it wrong.
So they want it, but they don't want the responsibility.
The responsibility
Yes.
that comes with it,
Okay.
you know. And then you need to look at yourself. Yes, isn't a change. Yes, so if you can put it like that, Mrs.
Sure.
But then, is it appropriate for you to walk in the street? Are you expecting people to say Sawubona ma or Sawubona says, or yeah,
Yes.
they'll call you names based on what you present yourself, you know.
Okay.
Mongas Pumi Ugatle, then obviously people would call you on what they see. Simple.
All right, thank you. Who must date single women if polygamy is wrong?
No, but
You want to skip this? We can skip. I've got other questions. Who must date single women if polygamy is wrong?
no one is going to date single woman if polygamy is wrong. Polygamy na corner, let's rather put it like this. In polygamy, it's not for everyone.
Clear as day.
Yeah, bon. And abomkhulu bethu, they used to do it. Hence, dala bothola umkhulu wakho athola ukuthi hey inkamabela awise hasbeko. Usa understand why we say hasbeko because umkhulu was chowing that hasbeko, you understand? So khona manje the way yenza it's fashionable ayisana sense. I cannot just wake up and say ngifuna uba namadoda ayi7 kanjani. Beyikhona ekhaya na, you see.
And I apologize because this is a long question because it needs you to expand further for people to understand. I just thought let me give you a bite at this question, but I want to jump it. Are you satisfied with it?
Masi, if I can answer that.
No. I was talking about this one.
Okay.
Polygamy and single women, because someone said there are a lot of single women
yes.
in society. It will be disingenuous of us to always come down hard against polygamy, even if it's not polygamy. Who will date women who are not married? And you think about it. It's like we are going to deny it, but in reality it happens.
It happens. It has been happening for a very long
for
time.
a very long time. It's part of
the only
in all cultures, by the way.
Yes. The only difference is that it was done respectfully.
Like you
said. So
yeah.
now, kitaba ya hore, Umashian will be stealing Nonhlanhla, and then Nonhlanhla start posting. Upon social media, posting isn't this injal. And Umashian will also need to respect Umfazwake. There's no way Umashian fanang tatang sekwake lala Umfazwake.
Sure.
Umashian needs to make indawo yami or ye to be comfortable.
Sure.
So the reason why people are like, hey, polygamy in fashion.
Yes.
Sometimes you even find people where because they didn't want to.
Yeah.
The mamngani was showing off kankan, or I'm here and I'm not going. It's either you take me or not. So Jola, Tepu, Maasai chicks has always been there. It's an Asian thing, but it was done in
respectfully. Okay, thanks. And the participants understood each other. Yeah, so I'm sorry, I'm apologize for putting it in because we need to talk about it. When you come next, we'll talk about it. Questions from the audience. What herbs from the commercial retail outlets do you use? It has a follow-up. What herbs from commercial retail outlets do you use? Like on retail shops and stuff. So the stuff that you use.
From retail shops?
No. When I don't use them from retail shops, like the one that you use, but they are also available. Agri-commercialization has taken our things, they commercialized it.
Ipanado, I also have it.
You have it in a traditional way?
In a traditional way.
If you are not free to disclose how, it's fine. So I would say Panado can paracetamol.
Yes, paracetamol.
Yes. Okay. Like Lengana, do you have?
Yes.
Okay. Moringa?
Yes.
Okay.
That's hardly used.
Hardly used. Okay. So the follow-up question to this, they were asked by different people. The first one of the herbs was asked for a lady called Malebu from Zanin. Ne? This one was asked by no name. It's an unknown. So can that Muthi given used, so I come to you with an ailment, you give it to me, and then it heals me. 3 years down the line or 2 years, I take the same medication. So because you gave me a remedy, I take it, I mix it for my son or my daughter.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, no, I'm asking, will it work?
Whatever, Mashiane, let me rather put it like this. If we can go back, I've been led by the spirits.
Yes.
I'm controlled by Yibo.
Yeah.
They can take impupu, but ihlanganise namanzi umuntu uzokhulelwa akhulelwa. Those are the powers or the privileges that I have from the spirits.
Okay.
Wena umuntu nje uthi uthatha amanzi nempuphu umuntu akhulelwa kungayenzakali.
Okay.
So it's like that. By the time that you come to me, and I carry, like I said, we work differently.
Yes.
I'll be going go ndombeni yaka bari kwena I mean mo ke bya nditlhare bari kona thatha mlomo mnandi le phaya bashimane itlo mo fodisa back pain ke fihle go fodisa back pain go fitla o mo bare next thatha mlomo mnandi gore abe mlomo mnandi vele ibe mlomo mnandi. So it depends, like I said, you are led by the spirit.
Also, what you're saying is so what you're saying is the remedies are
They
prepared
change
by case, because I would have thought, for example, when we had that disease, let's not name that disease that cost us for the lockdown.
Yes.
Ne? When we had that disease, the quickest things African ran to Kilengana. I don't know the name of Lengana in English. I'll find it and put it here if I find it. So it was, it was what you guys were using to heal other ailments. So does it mean all ailments will then come standards to know when a patient presents with this kind of things, it will automatically be this? It doesn't work that way.
Sometimes it does,
okay.
Sometimes it doesn't.
All right, no, thanks.
It depends on the case that you are having at that particular moment.
Okay, it's fine. Let's pass. Do you assist people who need a killing job? Second phase of the question is, when you assist, do you assist people who come to you if they want to murder someone? It's a killing job.
Oh, and killing isn't like
killing, yes. And then, do you cleanse people who have been involved in murder? Do you cleanse them?
In most cases, I don't associate myself with such because it requires a lot of energy and a lot of cleansing. Right. Like I said, when we started, umsebenzi wami ukunceda abantu, ukupolisa abantu.
So you don't do this? You don't help people who want to kill also?
Who want to kill and come for killing? Nah, I don't.
Do you know people who do that?
Yeah, there's people that I know.
It's fine. Let's pass. And then there's this one. Okay. Okay. Who dressed you?
Thank you.
Who made you look this beautiful?
Like I was looking for that. Like my dress, very beautiful dress that I'm wearing. The Apestweki M collection. Makeup done by, I call her Diva Bonso. Slepe. Nails by Girls Rose. Like I'm hot like that. And then I smell good. Tell them that I smell good. Thank you.
I didn't go far, guys, so it's very difficult to tell.
Yeah,
I didn't get that close. You see the space here. I don't want them.
No. Yeah. Where you plenty, So
I can't put a camera. Okay, and then yes, another question that I reserved for the end. The Christians,
yes,
they have the Holy Communion. They say they eat the body of Christ, and then they also drink the blood of Christ when they drink red maltana. So I grew up in the Catholic Church. In the Anglican Church. So that wine is called red maltana. We had to grow to know what kind of wine it is. So it's red. So they call it the blood of Jesus. Yeah, they drink it, and I've always thought, but why do people drink blood of Jesus? Why is it the body of Christ that is being eaten? It always caught me off guard. So do Sangomas at training or do it as a habit? Do they drink blood?
Like I said, it depends. But ungena kuyimpande kwenziwa izinto kanjani.
Or there are others who do.
Who do that, but then yes, there's some slaughtering that needs to happen to do certain things. Like I said, they are sacred. I cannot just say good 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's been done, and then another thing, ukobela wako kakhulu ulidwa abantu bagini ukuthi what is it that needs to be done. Like for instance, mina abantu bami I know izalukazi ezingiphethe namakhehla yezi nginokujinja kube ikhehle linye limelifikile, but then izalukazi ezingiphethe from those that I've seen or that's visit me abantu abathanda izinto ezinhle. I don't mind dressing up, get a face between lo bereka kondumbeni. That's me, you know, with nails and what so on. For them they always ask, or how do you do this? I'm like, they understand who I am. Fana nimbiza angithandi izinto ezibabayo. Like I say, you connect with your people. Dipitsa in most cases adibabi unless if there is a need for ebabi. But then doesn't mean that they don't heal. They are making me comfortable in my own space. You understand? So that's how it works.
Okay. All right.
I hope you're not gonna ask me if I believe in Jesus.
No, I don't want to go there. So here's the thing. I want to ask you about me. You're not giving me a consultation. I'm asking about me. Let me stand up so they can see my belly. You see the way I am. So someone told me that big belly might be a sign of utlisiwe. You can answer. Assumption. Yeah, it's an assumption. So it's not true. Or at some point it shows.
Mashian, you like I said, you read people, you feel the energy. When I got here, I started burping. Understand? If there was a message that I wanted to put across, the burping was not going to stop. So when I was burping for acknowledgement, hey, we are here, you know, there's nothing like that.
So, okay, finish.
So if there was something clearly and babona for it get danger, they would tell me, no, please tell this person this and this. But then in most instances I try to avoid that because people don't take it right. Like for you, and then I believe you and your wife are very happy, you know. So how is this a thing? It's just you understand?
Yes.
So people like it goes back to Teneke. It's just connecting with your ancestors or acknowledging if maybe you're gifted, acknowledging your gift and understanding your gift. Let's pity let's say let's mean anxiety and I don't want to associate myself with that.
Okay. Let's talk about the vaping. Does it affect people the same?
It depends. There are those who just do it in jail. Okay. Omunye uzo ngoba ukhenqile yabona ukuthi nimbone and then we do like, you know.
There so we finish it. I want to ask because I know I'm pressed for time. Finish it.
And then it's just an acknowledgement. Like mengiphume ekhaya ngimikile ukuthi I'm going to indawo so so mengifika la okay it's fine siyawe ukuthi uhambile ufile siyavuma. You understand? Yes. It's not all the time and I know the difference between ukubhepha kwami mengisuthi nokubhodla kwami kuyibo nokubhodla kwami bazophakama. I know what I have to do and I know because I know angisho mina nabo sesebenza.
Quick one. They talk. Okay, no. They say they pray in tongues. They say because Bazalwane can fake it, the version of Sangomas who fake theirs is vaping. But I don't want you to answer it because we are closing. Thank you very much for coming. So that will make you come back. Sharp.